In 2007, 4Story was released in South Korea by the developer Zemi Interactive. After a short time, a publisher was sought to offer the game in other countries. The choice fell on the then 5-year-old company Gameforge with headquarters in Germany. Until July 14, 2008, 4Story was in a closed beta. Then, a character wipe was performed. As a result, 4Story was then officially released on July 15, 2008, around 3 p.m. by Gameforge as a publisher in several countries. Zemi Interactive was accused of having created a free-to-play copy of the well-known MMORPG World of Warcraft with 4Story. From the view of the players, 4Story was indeed seen as a good alternative to the popular MMO giant. Despite the accusations, the game received many good reviews and a great success began. The beginning of 4Story at the time was simple. You could log in with a name and password and found yourself immediately in the character creation. Here you could customize your hero to your liking, quite okay at the time. As soon as you had done that, you could choose your class and your kingdom, and were promoted to the respective capitals. Shortly afterwards, the first quest followed, and the journey of our hero started. 1 month after the release, on August 15, 2008, the first patch in 4Story was released. Here, the maximum level was raised to 59, which was previously on level 40. Furthermore, 4 new areas were added: Bina, Gibra, Hog, and Ticonderoga. So there are 2 new combat areas that can be attacked and occupied by guilds during a territory conquest. Furthermore, the Gameforge cash shop was included into the game. The first winter soon broke over Iberia, which was automatically the starting signal for the second patch. All players who reached the end level were happy, because it was raised to 67. Besides the impressive snow that fell over Iberia for the first time, there were also new areas added. Blania and Dragonrod were opened. Level-dependent healing and mana potions were added, and the instance Battle for Narwashi found its way into the game. At the same time, warriors can now throw axes, and own buffs were made better. Priests did not fare so well though. Their skills got a longer cooldown. The first really big patch was not long in coming, and so, on April 16, 2009, we continued with patch 1.5, the second battle. In this patch, almost the complete skill system of all classes was revised and adapted. In addition, the physical and magical attack rating was put into focus and got more importance. Some NPCs were exchanged and got a graphical update. Players resurrected by priests were now resurrected on the spot and no longer had to interact with a Chaos Monk. Also, the new instance, the second battle, found its way into the game, which was similar to Narwashi Bulwark. Furthermore, mission maps were created for different levels where both kingdoms could compete against each other. The achievement and honor points found their way into the game. Both points were obtained by killing enemies. The honor points resulted in a kind of ranking where the players could compare themselves. The achievement points could be exchanged for items. Only now was it possible for guilds to win these points. The guild ranking was born. The not-so-crucial but quick patch 1.5.1 followed, which was released 1 month later on May 18, 2009. It contained a level expansion to level 76 and the opening of the map Mausolea, the first level area where both kingdoms could meet at the same time. All of a sudden, we continued, because once again, Zemi Interactive did not let us wait long. Patch 1.6 rang the bell at 4Story's front door and was released on July 22, 2009. Like its predecessor, it was not really big. Formulas of the Journeyman could now be produced on an NPC and used for upgrading your own equipment. Only now did improved items receive a red border in the game, just as magic and rare items. In addition, the menu of the portals was revised and adapted. Otherwise, some skills of some classes were changed and some existing bugs were fixed. 2009 was the most important years for 4Story. Almost all new content was accepted and praised by the players. Marked by the winter, as well as a successful year, Zemi Interactive now took a winter break. It was used to continue working on 4Story. On March 20th, 2010, we were awaited by patch 3.3 with the title Call to Arms. The level was raised again, this time to level 80, and there was a new area, Highlands. Again, both kingdoms could fight each other during the leveling. The mercenary system was introduced into the game, where guilds could now recruit mercenaries to fight alongside them. At that time, this patch offered a significant change for guilds, because the castle conquest found its way into the game. Now the guilds for both kingdoms could fight each other in epic battles for different castles. This change was perceived very positively by the players, and guilds became more and more important. Hardly any player was still without a guild. Besides that, it was now possible for players with the highest honor to get the title of Warlord. In addition, the auction houses were introduced to both kingdoms. Now players could offer their goods for a fee. Furthermore, it was now possible to create capes and color them. Especially, guilds could finally create their own guild emblem. Besides the guild emblems, guilds could now join their own guild house after a successful castle conquest. The skills of some classes were tweaked again this time, and changes were made. Besides the changes, 4Story also got a new hack shield. This patch was also perceived positively by the players. Especially, the own guild emblems were very popular. The patch Call to Arms was soon replaced by patch 3.4, Champions of Iberia, which was released on August 18, 2010. The level was again increased to 90. Mirhur was released as a new area for all further quests. Now, also the tournaments were introduced in 4Story, where you could compete against other players 1v1 in different class tournaments. With this patch, the first part of our video ends. In the next video, we will continue with patch 3.5,